viewing this world with an open heart perspective and seeing it all through the eyes of the heart. We were all created in love, and on our birthday, we popped out as this gift of love, celebrating and joining this world with the many other gifts of love that surround us, taking our first breath as well as being received by the hands of our loved ones as they looked at us and cradled us in their arms, feeling the warmth inside and now the outside, being wrapped in a receiving blanket, connecting heart to heart in this embrace, seeing all through the eyes of love, where we each have a one-of-a-kind pair of glasses specifically designed for each one of us in mind, like windows to look out of with an adjustable screen to view this world from, giving oneself a full picture of a view of self and surroundings, adjusting our screen as our view changes over time, while connecting with others and their views, always only having the full picture of our view, while many others have a full picture of their view, expanding in between all these unlimited views of one another. From these moments, we start receiving information and taking it all in, just as we did in our first moments in our receiving blanket. This information continues to come in many ways as we receive blankets of information throughout our lives. As we unravel this blanket of information each time, we expand and receive more as we grow. It becomes a lens to view through, an adjustable screen that we are viewing all this from the early stages of our lives, viewing with an open heart, first those that are in our immediate family, and then others we meet along the way, adjusting and expanding our sight as we change and grow through this life with our receiving blankets of information, looking out from our view of our own unique screen and taking in all the ways we receive information, through the many experiences as we receive and uncover all the details of info that we are receiving from all different directions, moving through this info and connecting with many others, as the many screens being added to the big screen of life, with unlimited views lighting up all around the world, finding ourselves in the center of our heart and in the center of the world with an open heart view of us and our view of all, seeing that there are many possibilities in which one can view this world from. And within this realization, we lean in and take a closer look to see that there are limitless views of many, of all viewing a whole world through the eyes of love. With many views, we create a beautiful hand-sewn quilt with our receiving blankets of information, like a memory book made from all across the world, lighting us up in many moments with the experiences and the many views we share with one another within these pages, having the time of our lives, receiving and giving as we experience love in so many ways, expanding in our knowing of what is, as we all know how powerful love is, as it moves us in one way or another, giving us the strength and courage as we move through in a life sewn together, step by step, streaming it through, as we gather, connecting heartstring to heartstring, energetically threading through and creating of one's love and life moments of now, adding to one's signature square, square by square, to a quilt and page by page of a blank canvas being painted and written on from birth, being nurtured along the way, holding a silver spoon and seeing the silver lining as we are nourished with this light of information and taking it all in while holding a pen, pencil, and paintbrush in hand, creating a book along with many others, adding their views of their squares of love, all uniting in the center with the only line of love being sown and shown as one whole beautiful heart spread. Hand in hand as we expand all across the world in unity, sitting in the center upon this quilt, having a bigger picture in view of being at a picnic of life, eating with many, and the many fruits we may choose to create from, and enjoy the many flavors and flowers flowering all of life's creations, with this great book in hand, drawing us in more and more as we read, write, and paint on every page, as our life's delights and our lights get brighter and brighter through these experiences. We all connect together through these layering pages of love. This is where one really spreads out the pages from the spine of the book center, taking it all in and really getting into and seeing a bigger picture of all that is being written and feeling a lightness in our hearts, seeing all this gracefully unfolding in the center of a quilt of many views. A spectacular unfoldment of being in the center of love of all, as we are beings of love, being and holding our pens, pencils, and paintbrushes all rolled into one bundle of joy in our arms as we focus on what we would like to enjoy now. Linking and inking, writing in the pink ink of love, seeing the views of many other ones around us as endless possibilities, creating one's whole picture, expanding in multiple ways onto a page we are now on, with an open heart, expanding in love of ourself and our view and all the limited views of others, seeing how they all are connecting and interlocking the love puzzle pieces together to create one whole picture with many views, piece by piece, in peace with others and their views, as we marvel at life and take in a marvelous unfolding of a whole masterpiece in motion of many, as one's love of one's life, of one's view, realizing the beauty of the more the merrier, as this now expands us in more ways than one way of viewing things, allowing creation to flow in more ways than just one, uniting in the center of a bright source of light as the sun shines so brilliantly on all, expanding its beautiful golden rays out as many rays of light create a swirl of colors expanding in and out, just as an array of many roses create a beautiful bouquet of flowers that brighten everyone's day, realizing there are many colors to love, clapping for one another as we clasp our fingers together, holding many long stems, streaming life through, as many connecting through our hearts as one, feeling a warmth of our receiving blanket that touches our heart and soul as we hold a torch for others to see underneath everything is love. It's the way through to a clearer sight, adjusting our eyes to see that we are all connected to the same source of light through our hearts, a wholesome love of many, as one whole and one, of a bigger love, as we are taking steps in love at our own pace, sharing space in the fullness of life, while showing many views of love on the faces of many, in a decadent layer of a higher love in all that is, taking a scrumptious bite and having the highest sight of a sweet creation with many, as one love letter that lets us all open up to a centerpiece for all to enjoy, a slice of heaven and paradise. In awe, as we all turn to see a golden sunset as it kisses the water, a beautiful golden yolk of life it is, with the white in one's eyes popping out to see the most pure bright white light that expands endlessly out for all, and the many views in the waves across the ocean. As we scroll across the screen to see what's happening now, and opening our scrolls, expanding endlessly, while looking out a window across an infinity pool and seeing the beautiful white crest tops of the mountain peaks, viewing of unlimited possibilities now, with an open heart that has opened up to so much more to see, through a love that shines within us, shining out for others to see, as we go about life and enjoy our lives on earth, canvassing out as Mother Nature wraps her arms around us, as we choose in the many experiences on an infinite canvas, as many connected through our hearts, expanding out in a higher love of all. Love is what makes the world go around, and we are this love.